Well, how do we begin the preparation for this?
Okay, well, we're gonna start with beating 6 eggs. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and add the cream and the juice from 6 oranges. Put in nutmeg, our cinnamon, so then we're just going to stir this all up together. And now we can go ahead and put the beaten eggs in.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work. So then we're just going to stir this all up together.
Okay.
Get that nice and mixed in until it's really making a custard. Custard-like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once that's good and mixed up, it's ready to go on a slow fire.
We obviously had to cook this, apparently.
We do, because we got the raw eggs, and so we need to get those all cooked up nicely with the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to be putting it over the brazier here.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick the coolest spot I can find because we want a slow fire, according to Hannah Glass.
Right.
And that's mainly because you don't want all of those eggs and cream to curdle while you're cooking it up so nice and slow. So this is the time-consuming part of this very simple dessert.
You can't rush this.
Can't.
Well, what's your estimate for the amount of time we're going to have to sit here and stir this?
About 40 to 45 minutes.
Okay, well, it's like so many of these other things. It takes a while, but I'll bet it'll be worth it.
I hope so. I hope you think so.
This is actually thickening up very nicely. It has not taken as long as we expected. So we've got it off the fire. It's starting to cool. What's next?
Okay, because it's nice and thick now. It's thickened up. We're going to go ahead and add the very specific reference that Hannah Glass puts in for how much butter, which is a small amount of butter.
A small amount of butter, okay.
So there it goes. And based on 18th century usual recipes, you know, I think it's about a tablespoon of butter. And so now we're just, because it's still naturally hot because we just took it off the fire, it's melting the butter into there. And then we, guess what, John? We stir until it's cool.
Well, it looks like it's going to take about an hour. Cool off.
Well,
you sure there isn't a way to speed this up a little bit?
Well, absolutely. There'd be ways that you could speed it up. You can put it, sink the whole container into some cold water, or like the Washingtons had the luxury of ice. So you perhaps speed it up that way by cooling down the container a little faster.
Now that would be wasteful, I think, in the 18th
Definitely.
century.
It would be extravagant for them to use ice in that manner. But depending on how prestigious the guests were and how things were going,
but they
in
had
the
time.
kitchen,
They would have had time to earlier do so.
Yeah.
They could take their time, let it cool off normally.
Sure, but you got to keep stirring it while it's cooling.
Okay.
That's another specific Hannah Glass instruction.
Keep stirring. Just keep stirring. Well, it looks like it's cooled off. What do you think?
I think we're ready to pour.
It goes into the glasses.
It does.
I'm going to let you pour them because if I did it, it would be all over the place.
Okay, I'll take it on. Here we go. Fit for the Washingtons.
Wonderful. Does it get a little, maybe, nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.
Nutmeg up on top?
We could certainly do that.